I'm in Best Kept Secret Festival near Tilburg in the Netherlands, and I'm here to give a review of essentially where I've been for the past day. So Best Kept Secret is a small festival with only 5 stages, named appropriately 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and it has a few thrills like a Jack Daniels bar disco thing. You can buy records there, which was nice to see. I've not been to a festival other than Primavera that sells records. I'm glad to see others do. It's really interesting because you can't pay by cash. What you've got to do is you've got to put money on this chip card thing and then pay for stuff through that, and you can have a maximum of €200 on it. I didn't put any money on it because I'm a cheapskate and I don't really have much money, but here we go. Let's talk about the actual acts that I saw. So the first day, yesterday, basically, I saw Dredge. That's not a good name to say when I have a cold. A band whose name perfectly fit their sound. It was basically some grunge. It wasn't that interesting really. There was no real individuality to it. It was a bit bland, really. I can't say bland either. So next I saw Fiddler, who I wanted to see because a friend of mine recommended them and said that he saw them at Rockness and enjoyed them and became a big fan of their work, so I thought I'd go along. And I was expecting more. I mean, they're a good live band, but it was kind of like garage rock meets a bit of, dare I say it, pop punk. It was alright. I mean, they were good live. I wouldn't buy one of their records, you know. It seemed like music to listen to in the background. Be good music to listen to while you're driving or something. So, all in all, I'd recommend seeing them live. Dredge, not so much. So next I saw Yak, who I wasn't really expecting anything from because I'd never heard of them. They were just at the nearest tent to me. What I got was one of the best sets of the day. It was kind of like Fiddler, kind of a garage rock type. There's lots of garage rock bands playing this festival. I don't know why. Is it trendy now to be a garage rock band? But they had this great stage presence. The singer in particular had this brilliant commandment of the stage. He was just a firecracker. You couldn't take your eyes off him. It really did help that he looked like the love child of Mick Jagger and Axl Rose. However, they were really good. It was an interesting sound that they had, and I'd definitely buy one of their records if they released something that was as good as that performance, because they were brilliant. Next I saw Earl Sweatshirt. I sound really square saying that, don't I? Anyone doesn't know, he's a rapper affiliated with Odd Future, Wolfgang Kill Them All, although I don't think he's affiliated with them anymore. Neither is Tyler the Creator because, I don't know, fallouts I assume. But he was good with the audience. He had a good commandment at the stage. He was very funny. He was taking the mickey out of the audience. I would go and see him live again. There wasn't anything particularly groundbreaking about the music he was playing, but it was good. That's the highest praise I can give it. It was good. So going from good to mediocre, Circa Waves, who were a beyond generic indie pop group which would probably have had great fame during the mid to late 2000s, where there was an influx of really pedestrian indie groups like the Wombats and what have you. This is the perfect music for a transition from one scene to another in an In-Betweeners episode. It wasn't very inventive. They weren't a great band live. They were okay. No, while I was watching them, I just thought, you know what, I wish I was watching the Libertines, because the Libertines at least were inventive. And then the singer said, "Is anyone excited to see the fucking Libertines?" And I just thought, yeah, I am. I'd rather see them than you. And then I saw Chet Faker, who I saw a little bit of the set of at Primavera Sound, but because I was leaving, I didn't really get to see much. But to be honest, the tent was packed full, and I couldn't really see why. It was, I don't know, it just seemed, there was an interesting sound and aesthetic to what he was doing, but I wasn't interested in it at all. It was like a huge contradiction, and I don't know why that was. It was, I mean, I don't know, I'm a bit lost on Chet Faker. I don't know why he's so popular. Maybe if I heard some of his studio work, then I would feel more inclined to enjoy it. But from a live perspective, so I left because I felt like having a sit down and something to eat. I'm sitting down and I'm having something to eat. So next I saw Off, and I was really looking forward to this. I've not really heard any of their songs, but the singer used to be the original singer of Black Flag, so I was looking to see it for that reason. They're a really good hardcore punk band. They started great, and then this one guy in a blue shirt started moshing, and then started pushing everyone, and then a mosh pit broke out, and I was right in the front, and I had my laptop in my backpack, so I was like, no one squish it, no one squish me. As I was recording this video, I stopped just before the guy in the blue shirt who I was talking about got up on top of the barrier. This barrier that was about this thick, and started walking along it like a tightrope. He slipped and then fell backwards into the audience. And everyone was like, this guy's really overcompensating for the fact that no one else is actually doing anything of that sort. It was really fun though. There was lots of people being carried around after climbing on rails. It was good fun. And there was one point in the gig where the singer was asking, you know, ooh, do we have any merch on sale, or did we just not bother to bring any? And the you know, whoever was at the side was saying, well, no, we haven't actually brought anything. It's like, so we've got no cassettes, we've got no vinyl, we've got no CDs. What the fuck? I mean, they're a good band live. I'd definitely see them again, although I'd make sure that I wasn't carrying anything, and I'd happily join the mosh pit. You know, I don't really mind that at all. So the next group I saw was Jesus and Mary Chain performing Psycho Candy, and I was really looking forward to this. Jim Reed, the singer, by the way, it looked like he didn't want to be there, you know, like he was only there because he was being paid. It seemed like it was a little laboured. He just kind of stood there, sung into the microphone, and did nothing. I don't know, maybe it was just a nuanced performance, but from where I was standing it just looked like he didn't really care. But the music sounded good, so I don't really have anything to complain about, really. It's not really music that dictates a frenzied atmosphere. Although there were people who were moshing at Jesus and Mary Chain. Really, some of it is just chamber pop, if you can really call it chamber pop. I don't think you can. It's like shoegaze type, but it's not mosh music. People will mosh at anything. So then after this, I went to see the pop group, who I'd heard of because of Anthony Fantano. He had spoken about them on the Needle Drop. So I thought I'd give them a go. So I went in, and what I witnessed was just outstanding live performance. It was quite incredible. The singer had this really brilliant kind of thespian quality to his performance that really captivated me. I couldn't not look at him. He was commanding the whole stage and wandering around and doing dances, and they're a bit like Public Image with you know, post-punk with a kind of a disco edge to it. They were the best set of the whole night, and I would definitely see them live as a group on their own. They really had a lot going for them, but I had to tear myself away from it because I wanted to see the Libertines. I know. But just for pure nostalgia, because I used to be a huge Libertines fan, and I guess I am still a Libertines fan, but because it's been so long since we've had any material from them, I've just kind of forgotten about them, really. But as I predicted, it was a bit of a train wreck, a little bit. I mean, it was a very chaotic performance, and really only Gary and John, the drummer and bassist respectively, were really focused. Pete and Carl, they were just completely all over the place. The playing was really sloppy. It was great nonetheless. I mean, they had a great charisma on stage. Never mind the fact that the music was played a bit poorly. They were great on stage, and they've performed a new song which was actually really good, and it's got me excited for the new album. I didn't really have any feelings towards new music from the Libertines beforehand, but now I'm quite excited for it. That's really all to say. Went back and went to my tent. I didn't get any sleep until about 4 AM because people wouldn't shut the fuck up. I lay freezing cold in my tent in a sleeping bag which may as well have been made of paper. That's everything from me. I'll brief you on the second day tomorrow. Good acts playing today, so see you all tomorrow with a new review. Hopefully I feel better as well.